We want to also tell you about an important meeting going on at the White House. President Bush is getting ready at the top of the hour to meet with the foreign minister of Saudi Arabia. After that, Secretary of State Rice, as you know, will head to the Mideast. Our next guest thinks the president himself should also head to Israel and then to Jordan. Let's find out why he thinks this. I'm joined now by the author of the book, The Copper Scroll, Joel Rosenberg. Joel, great to see you.
Good to see you again. How are you?
Tell me why you think the president, not just Secretary Rice, should make his way to the region.
Well, you've got to understand that this battle that we're in now is a battle for Jerusalem. Sheikh Nasrallah of the Hezbollah is saying they've liberated southern Lebanon in the past. Now they're going to liberate Jerusalem. That's what Iran says. That's what Hamas says. That's what bin Laden said. It's a battle for the control of Jerusalem. Happens to be what the Copper Scroll was about fictionally. But in real life, the president has been very supportive of the countries that are on the front lines in the war on terror. He has made surprise visits to Iraq, to Afghanistan a number of times. And I think it would be good time at this moment to stand with Israel, to go in, make a surprise visit with the Israelis as they're facing this terrible onslaught from radical Islam, but to balance that visit to Israel with a trip to Jordan to show that we are in support of moderate Arab Sunni governments that are willing to fight the war on terror as King Abdullah has. So I think a trip to the region for him, briefly, it can be brief, but I think standing with the Israelis and with Arab governments that are moderate, that are opposed to the war on terror, or that are helping us with it, is critical at this moment.
Talk to me about Hassan Nasrallah. We haven't heard from him. He had put out a tape saying that he has surprises. We haven't heard from him since. The fighting continues. In fact, the Israeli artillery on the border has intensified. What do you think he's thinking at this point? We heard from one of the IDF captains earlier in this hour that they've put a significant dent into Hezbollah forces.
Well, I hope that's the case, but Nasrallah's objective is clear. He wants to liquidate the Jews and liberate Jerusalem, meaning control the Holy Land for radical Shiite Islam. He's a puppet. He's a puppet of Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, who, as we know, is a Shiite Muslim, who is saying that the end of the world is just 2 or 3 years away, and the way to hasten the coming of the Islamic Messiah is to launch a jihad to destroy the Jews of Israel and the Christians in the United States. Now, I'm an evangelical Christian from an Orthodox Jewish background, and I support Israel. I obviously care for the Arabs, Lebanese, and Palestinians that are caught in the crossfire. But Nasrallah and Ahmadinejad and the Syrians are talking about the liquidation of Israel and the liberation of Jerusalem. Again, I write about this fictionally in the Copper Scroll and the Ezekiel option before it, but this is not fiction anymore. This is a real war in which real people are dying. Nasrallah and Ahmadinejad have to be stopped. All right, the president's doing a good job standing with Israel, but he should go there as well.
And Joel, we're watching it unfold as every hour passes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well,